Hey guys, James Graves here, and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own leather pad for your desk. Now, like many of the tutorials on this channel, you can complete this project using a few basic tools that you already have at home. To complete this project, the only thing that you really need is a sharp knife and a ruler. If you want to go a step further, you can get cutting tools specifically designed for cutting leather, namely a rotary cutting tool and a Japanese skiving knife, which I'm personally going to be using during this tutorial. If you want to take the quality of your project from good to great, then there's a few basic tools that you can use to finish off the edges of your desk mat. Today I'm going to be using an edge beveler, an edge burnisher or slicker, and some burnishing compound. Finally, it's useful to have some kind of scratch tool or even a pencil to mark out your cuts. Now, moving on to materials, I'm personally using a 4mm thick, full grain veg tanned leather. I'm not going to go into this in too much detail, but essentially there are 5 different grades of leather, with full grain being at the top, being the most expensive and usually the highest of quality. And then when it comes to tanning, there is chrome tan and veg tan, with again veg tan being a slower and more expensive process, but personally, I think you get a much better quality finish and you get much stiffer leather. So I like to use full grain veg tanned leather because it's the highest quality in my opinion. But some of the other types of leather can also be very high quality, so I recommend doing a little bit of research and just finding what suits your needs and your budget. Someone who can explain this better than I can is Little King Goods on YouTube. He's got a video explaining different types of leather, so I highly recommend checking that out if you haven't already. First thing you want to do is cut your leather to size. I've cut mine at 23 by 12 inches, which is a pretty standard small desk mat size, but you can tailor this to whatever size fits your needs. To cut the leather, I'm using a meter long ruler and a rotary cutting tool. Make sure that these cuts are square to one another. You could use something as simple as a piece of paper to be able to get your right angles, but I'm just lining mine up with the lines on my cutting mat. Once we've cut our leather to the desired size, we're going to round off the corners. To mark out the corners, just pick a suitable coin from your local currency and draw around it. To make these cuts, I'm using my Japanese skiving knife, but you can use whatever knife that you have available to you. It's at this point in the project that if you don't have edge finishing tools, then you can call it done. If you've chosen the right leather, this is going to look great as it is. You can put it on your desk and be proud of what you've made. But if you want to take this a tiny step further and just get that professional finish, then we're going to move on to finishing off the edges. First thing you want to do is bevel the front and back sides of your leather. Once you've done this, you want to get a burnishing compound. I personally prefer Tokonol, and then you want to apply this to the edges of your leather. Now get your edge burnisher and run back and forth in line with your edge, making sure to go all the way around and not missing out on the corners. Now I like to add my own little stamp to give this a personal touch. And there we have our finished desk mat. So there you have it guys, a pretty simple project, but a really fun one to make, and it can go a long way to improving the aesthetics of your desk. All in all, this cost me about £20 worth of leather and maybe half an hour to make, whereas if you bought this from a goods store, it's going to cost you a lot more than that. And after all, where's the fun in buying something when you can make it yourself? Just a quick update for you guys in case you're wondering why it's been so long since the last tutorial like this. I've been crazy busy with work lately and I've just been trying to get videos out quickly, and I like to spend a bit more time on these tutorials, so that's why I haven't been doing them. But hopefully we're going to be picking them up again now. I've been working on my leathercraft, working on improving my skills and just learning more things so that I can bring more and more value to you guys. So the plan is to keep doing these tutorials, particularly with regards to leathercraft, because I know that you guys enjoy that. And in order to help with that, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could let me know below what sort of projects you want to see. Maybe you've seen a project on another channel that you really like, but you want to know how to do it without all the fancy tools, or if there's a particular process that you want to be able to do by hand, then I'd love to hear about it so that I can make those videos for you guys and know that you're going to find value in it. I can see the analytics, I can see what you guys like to watch, but I'd much rather hear it from you. I want to know exactly what are the things that you've always wanted to know with regards to leathercraft or even anything else related to this channel, and in that way what is the best content that I can create to be able to help you guys and give you the most value from it. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please do hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for new videos every single week. Hit that little bell to make sure you get notifications of all future tutorials, and better yet, if you can share this video with friends, family, people that you think are going to appreciate this and be able to use it, then that's really going to help us grow as a channel. Take care of yourselves guys, and I'll see you in the next one.